Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And today we're gonna be fixing our power supply issue. Yeah, right. Fixing the power supply issue. Yeah, sure, that's gonna happen. Okay, what's 7% unemployment? Yeah, because vacation time for people. Okay, so several things we discussed in the comment section. That would be how incredibly thoughtful of us to create a ghost town over here. I can see another road that needs to be built here, because if we lose this pumping station over here, heat pumping station, that's gonna be really nice in the future. That's gonna look great on our CV. So let's build this one straight away. Right, so a couple of issues we need to resolve here, but first things first, let's check out what else. Right, the mud deleting thing, the segments, that's an interesting for me too as well. I stumbled on it by accident. Continuing on, we have the whole complex thing that we need to do with whale tier in order to preserve it. We can start doing this. Sure. The problem is employment in our other facilities. So, for example, every other facility should be shut off at the moment. I don't think there's anything even working anymore. Probably we don't have to chance it. We can chance it, but we don't have to. Here we go. We don't have to chance it, but it's gonna be extremely fun to set this all back again once everything is up and running. If everything is up and running. Okay, what else do we have here? This is the... Oh, why the hell we do have... Oh, I never replaced this. Okay, that's interesting. Sure. Let's really quickly check this one. Okay, all vehicles. Let's remove this one. Not only that I'm gonna demolish this. This is really not needed. This hospital here. We have the other one just over there. I just didn't realize that we didn't remove it. I will remove some of the... Oh, come on, dust. Go off. Okay, go away. I'm just gonna remove this so it looks nice, so we know that we have empty slot there for whatever needs to be done. And the second thing is the hard thing to do. For me, it's not a hard thing. For me, it's not a problem to set up a new distribution or worker distribution network over here. It's not a problem. I don't think it's gonna work for a couple of reasons. First of all, because we have absolutely zero workers. Well, potentially anywhere in the city, so everything that we set up, anything that we set up around here, it's not gonna work. So, I'm not sure if there's any point in even trying to set the bus line that's gonna deliver people to heating plant. We can do something like this. Let's see how many bus lines we have coming here. We have quite few. So the problem is that we should set up whale tier to heat itself. That would be the best thing to do. Okay, so what's the plan? The plan would be to remove every single workplace from the whole country, from the whole city, except extreme essentials. That would be kindergarten. Yes, kindergarten as well. Well, no. Kindergarten stays. Kindergarten is really important. So kindergarten has to stay, but every single other place in the city workplace needs to be removed. Any other location needs to be like... We need to stop people coming to work everywhere else. There's another shopping center close to here, so I'm gonna close this one. This was just a vanity thing. Beaches, probably as well, because there's a lot of them. There's a couple of sports playgrounds here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to click on all of them, because we built some of them around here. You see that we have, this is all beach. It cannot click on this. You know how did I do this? No, that was only with naming. Let's try this. If we go for buildings here and then search for buildings, here we go, and let's see the attraction. Yeah, there we go. But unfortunately, I cannot click on the attraction through here. How can I click on this? Oh, this is beach. Sorry. No. We need the sport playgrounds. Sport playgrounds. Here we go. And can I click on this? No, I cannot. So this is the problem with this mod, because I cannot click on the beach over here. Sorry, I cannot click on the sports playgrounds. F3 maybe? Oh, this is high voltage power cables going under the beach. That's always nice. So kids with the sand, digging sand and playing in the sand, they're gonna have so much fun. I can disconnect them from the... I don't think this is gonna resolve the issue. I really don't think that this is gonna resolve the issue. Why are we having this? Aren't we delivering meat there? I think we are. Let me just check this. So many things to resolve. Yeah, we have meat over here. I'm pretty sure that this guy here is not delivering anything anywhere. To which meat storage, Nizhny Weltir meat storage to road. Ah, right. That was the one that was unloading all of this from here. So you can go in storage facility, and finally we can demolish this one. Yes, you go away. Okay, we're gonna let the truck go away, and we're gonna have new beachfront property over here. Okay, so a couple of things here we did. Let's see what else we have. We have school. No, not demolish the school. We need the school to be on minimum workers. Anything else I'm missing here? I think most of the stuff is already gone. So what do we have here? Kindergarten. This one is far away. We might need it later, but I would like to lower the amount of potential workers even working here. This is storage facility. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. 2 people maximum. Fire department. Sure. Zero probably. We're gonna chance it. City hall 0. Shopping center here. I'm pretty sure that this one should be 0, because rarely anybody even goes here. School. We have a school here. That's incredible. Right. I'm gonna give it a go like this. We're gonna set this up later on. If spring comes or hotter temperature, we're gonna transport some people over here. Construction 0, that's fine. School minimum, kinda probably doesn't even need to be there. School. Shop here, I'm gonna leave it. Kindergarten stays. Anything else here? I don't think there's anything employing people here. We have the House of Culture. Okay, so this is more or less everything shut off. We can leave it and check the population going to the if we have workers coming here, I can change this. I will stop all the buses coming to this station except the heating buses that go to the heating plant, so wealthier people will heat it. Whoa, this looks like fun. Right. So regarding this is done. Okay. A couple of other things. Let me see what we have here. What we have here is a good suggestion. Stats suggested something really good, and I like it. Initially, a long time ago, whenever I tried, whenever I had this set up, whenever bitumen heating and bitumen power plants, when they came out first, I was appalled. I was an idiot. I was like, okay, why the hell would anybody burn bitumen in order to, heat the country or power the country? Bitumen is so expensive. Now that I understand that the game, that you can have a lot of resources. Not only that you can have a lot of resources, but bitumen can actually cause problems for for your country. This could be a big issue. So having power plant that burns bitumen is absolutely something that I approve of. So power plant that burns bitumen, I think we should have some. I will check it right now. If we don't, for the next episode, I will consider building those as well. But let's quickly check it out. These are geothermal power plants. Then we have nuclear. we have coal here, and we have bitumen power plant. This is one of bitumen power plants. It's not the best one. I think we had nicer ones as well. So we have small coal power plant over here. Ooh, this is something that I think I should consider. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna talk about it in a second. Then we have nuclear. I love nuclears. And then fuel. Okay, so this is one of the things that we should also consider is fuel burning power plant. Maybe later on, not now. Coal, fuel, oil. Oil. Ah, that's an oil rig. Okay. Right, and then we have oil rig electrified. This is a different, okay, sure. Solar power plant, yuck. Solar. Lignite. This is coal ore power plant. I love this one. This is also cool. Coal power plant. These are the new ones from Mod Monday from yesterday. Bitumen power plant. We have this one. Ooh, this one looks cool. I think this is the one that Stats was thinking about, but I don't know if he did, but if he did, great minds think alike, because I love this one. If not, well, hey ho, we'll have to learn to live with it. Buna and Vokerode. Okay, so we have, wow, these are big ones. Okay, so a couple of things I wanted to do to ensure our power security. Okay, so nuclear power plant, first of all, you don't listen, JP. We built a nuclear power plant, it's here, but probably most of you, I'm not sure if you guys knew about this, but I didn't until today, that you cannot import nuclear fuel. Not only that, you cannot import the uranium hexafluoride, that's UF6, needed to create your nuclear fuel. The only thing that you can import is uranium oxide. So it needs to be processed twice in two different buildings in order to be used as nuclear fuel. The only way this nuclear power plant can work, the only way this nuclear fuel at the moment is, well, actually, okay, not at the moment, in general, can work if we create our own fuel, which is gonna take a while. And the second one is to do this and do this. And this is how we can power our own nuclear power plant. And I'm not gonna do that. That would be directly importing into the power plant, but I'm gonna try to solve this issue in a different way. Right, so I'm gonna do the unthinkable. The unthinkable that a lot of people, like, you're gonna think that I'm gone crazy. The nuclear city St. Thomasburg, most probably, I'm pretty sure it's St. Thomasburg, will get a coal power plant. Yes, curse my name, curse it. Right, so nuclear power plant needs to be, coal power plant needs to be connected to our coal distribution system. So as you can see here, we have this, but I don't know if this is going to be good enough. Coal storage is over here. We need workers for this. We need workers to work in the coal power plant, and the best thing would be near the airport, where people from Nisesburg and Murmansk are coming back. They're being supplied here as workers. So even if people from Thomasburg don't come here to work, we can still operate it. Now the problem, there's always a problem. We love problems. We are problem-solving machine over here. Power plant, let's see which one. I was thinking about the small one. The problem is, actually there's no problem. There's a connection over here, and it's connected to the rest of the grid, which is fine. So we can just tap it in here. Tap it in coal source here. Oh yeah, the problem. Yes, sure. The problem is that I don't know if I'm going to be able to play with these conveyor belts. I'm pretty sure we will. Let me see straight away. The easy solution will be to use vanilla, because, yeah, you can see that it has connection. I was thinking that vanilla has lower connection all the way down, but no. Right. So it has all the way up, but even visually these look perfectly fine. I'm happy with these because they don't go through each other, but it's like through the structure. But I'm pretty sure that smart engineers of our country would find a way to keep the metal understructure of the conveyor belts away from this. They would work around. I think it's quite legit. Okay, so we need a coal power plant. We have everything that we need here, so we're gonna go for coal power plant. I'm really gonna do a screw up here. This is really something that I should stop saying. how big of a power plant are we talking about? So this nuclear power plant here has 2,800, so even the small power... Yeah, small one. The smaller power plants of these new ones are too powerful. We have coal power plant over here that I kind of like. This one is nice. This one has 1,000 megawatts, 980. Sorry, 1,000 megawatts, 980 megawatts. We have Mr. Statz's one that would be over here. That's just over 1,000 megawatts. So we have these two plants that we can consider. I don't think I want to consider this one. There's even the smaller one I was considering. I'm not sure what the drainage of power is in our system, so I'm not sure if this smaller one is legit to be placed here, because it seems like it's a little bit on the small side. So I would like to go for something different than we have. So for example, this one. Not really for example, but this one. And we can actually place it wherever we want, and we can rebuild the electrical infrastructure over here. So there's no pressure on us to place. I would like to keep the whole industrial infrastructure here as feng shui as possible. So as you can see, it should be like this. We have what is here? Is there power cables or something going here? Because probably it's just the level of terrain. It's not a problem. The only thing that we need to consider, it needs to be within 500 meters of the airport, because this is where the people will come to work. Okay, so let's go with leveling of this area first. So let's see. Let's go all the way here. Let's go to this level. I think we should be able to handle this. Only a few excavators working on this, and I can tell you straight away that this doesn't look ideal. Okay, so how can we do this? We need to bear in mind where the conveyor belts go as well. So if we go to mod section again, seriously, why is it resetting the mod section? Everything. You know what? Fine. There we go. Which is right click mouse. There we go. So you have this power plant. I love this power plant. Geothermal would resolve our issue, and geothermal would be probably ideal to build around the capital city area, but hey ho, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take the hard way out of this. So there we go. We have leveling, and let's go with the power plant section. We have power plants here, and this is the one we want to build. Okay, I wanted to point the power plant in this direction. Just because the power cables are there, which is quite legit, seems reasonable in my opinion, but unfortunately it doesn't seem reasonable from the conveyor belt perspective. So I don't mind building a conveyor tower, which is probably what we're gonna have to do anyway. The problem is that the road is gonna be in a wrong direction, so we are gonna have a road pointing towards the mountain, which is always a bad idea. Because we're gonna have to have, let's try. Ah, look at this. It's actually preventing us from building it here because of the airport. This is perfect. I love this one. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to do. We have a problem with the setup of this power plant because of its intake of coal, which is if we point it towards where the... Oh, can we do it this way? Yeah, this is the worst one. I think this would be the best one, but this is going to be really bad for the conveyor belt system. Okay, I think the road is going to have to suffer. So let's suffer the road. Let's suffer the road. So this is how it's supposed to be. And let's see if we can build the... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Okay, let's be nice. First we're going to be nice. We're going to smooth the terrain out over here. Right, I 100% see that this is not gonna work. Right, what about the second thing? Will it work here? Will the conveyor system work here? Yes, it will. Okay, conveyor system is not a problem, but the roads will be a problem because this is a side of a mountain. If we go to F3 and remove F2 and remove all of this, you can see when you come here, it's not that steep. Come on, people. You can build a road here. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Okay, right, so let's go and level this. Destructive, this is the way we deal here. Destructive to the nature. Strip mine all of this. Strip it. Okay. Okay, let's try to build this one here, and okay, this is better. I want to level it as much as I can. I want this to look nice. You see here, this is what who was complaining about this? Was it Aya? About the roads looking bad. So if you have a road that is initially set up bad, so if you use these things to build your roads, which will allow you to make your roads, if you do this, you will have trucks driving on it. It's not a problem, absolutely not a problem for your trucks. They will handle it. The problem is, if you decide to upgrade, this kind of road, let me show you. It was green for a second, please give me green. You can see that there is transmission. Okay, maybe not. Doesn't matter. What I wanted to say is, if you have this kind of road here, sure, okay, look, it's gonna level it. If you have this kind of road over here, it doesn't matter. Just give me any. Here we go. Bollocks. There we go. It's road, it's functional. Your trucks will go there, no matter what. They're gonna go there. And then we're like, okay, so we reached a new level. Let's put some asphalt on this. And you put an asphalt, and our asphalt is look like this. Literally, it's gonna look like this. Your trucks will go through here, and it's gonna look like this. And this is why we had, when we had the first-person driving session, is why we had the issue with bumpy roads, bumpy railroads, this kind of stuff. Railroads is totally my fault. This is 100% my fault, and I'm trying to improve on this. I'm trying to improve this because I'm trying to place the roads in the future. I will try to keep it as smooth as possible. Now, game mechanics allow us to place roads in impossible angles and in impossible locations, just because the game or developers don't want us to get stuck too much on a game, you know, because it's let's call it a minor issue. But for somebody who likes the attention to details, even though this is not ideal, it's still too angled, especially for a truck full of gravel. I think there's a potential of it tipping over on this angled road. In the future, I'm going to try to level this as much as I can. I will try to make this as nice as possible. So starting, well, after this, not now. So what I wanted to build here is the system of these, and then this. So we have access to this little power plant. Okay. So little power plant that could, little engine that could. Coffee time for Oolykee. Okay, so what else do we have? We need the conveyor belt system. We can use this one, that's not a problem. We can use even vanilla one, but of course we're gonna go for mods because that's the way, the only way we can do here. So we need conveyor pipe engine. Here we go. We're gonna go for, again, I'm gonna try to use the road ones. Should I try to be smart and use it for potential future development? Yeah, sure, why the hell not? Let's try this. So if we build it like this, without any connections, looks like it's... let's go one more time. There we go. And conveyor. There we go, conveyor, there we go. How does it look? Feng Shui. As I said, I'm pretty sure our engineers would find the way to bypass this, and I'm pretty sure that the steel carrier beams are actually ending here. They're not going through this system. Even if it's going through this system, what is inside here? It's the same conveyor belt as here, this one here. It's exactly the same conveyor belt, it just has a casing because it's transporting fine dusts. So I'm pretty sure that even if this goes through this conveyor belt system, the actual conveyor belt is not being affected. So, well, conveyor belt not, but probably in the future you will have dust accumulation, in this case concrete dust accumulation, or concrete accumulation on these beams, but I think it's fine, it's gonna make it. Okay, more devastating things I will do that probably could have been avoided is another F2. I'm thinking that we should build, just to save on the power cables, I think we should go for switch. This is switch. Do we have? Yes, we have this one liked. Perfect. So we're gonna build a switch. Let's build a switch here. These electricity hoses don't really transport any power because the bottleneck is not actually anywhere that this line is bypassing. So what I want to do here, I want to angle this road as much as possible towards the angle of terrain, because accessing this switch is going to be pain in the rear end. Pain. Massive pain. What I wanted to say by what writer wanted to say by this is this. I'm going to have to go downhill somehow. The problem is this as well. How the hell am I? Okay, we can go this way. Can we go this way? Does the airport allow? Airport authority allows. Okay, let's do it like this, and then we can build it like this. Perfect. And now we have to connect these two. Now this is going to be as previously mentioned, pain. So let's go and level it like this. Okay, okay. Let's see how far down we can get with this road over here. Now I'm gonna point one other thing out. It's next to impossible. You know what I said? Set ourselves to be on a mission of having these roads as flat and as best as possible, but you will have these issues here. So once you do a segment of a road, it's built. Once the segment of a road is built and you continue building the next segment, that segment that has been already placed in place will act as a final structure, so your ground won't be perfectly smooth. What you need to do is re-level the ground in order for it to be perfectly smooth. So for example, look at this. We stopped here and we need to build further roads. It's gonna be a little bit hard. If I try to level this, you see this hump here next to this pink dot, purple dot, whatever dot? If you try to level it, this hill, this little dip in a road is gonna stay there forever. Why is that? Because this road over here is acting as a solid structure and doesn't allow you to remove the terrain. But if you do it like this, if you remove a little bit of a road, you will be able to smooth the terrain out to perfection. I am 100% sure that most of you already knew this, and I am even further sure that you who didn't know this are gonna well, OCD people, come on, level more. Okay, it doesn't want to. So okay, no, we're gonna change this. We need to again do the same thing. A little bit more road to the back. We can go all the way. You see that it doesn't allow us now because this segment of the road here, it's not ideal. So let's see. Ooh, we have a road here. Well, that's fine. I'm fine with this. It doesn't have to be, access to this construction site doesn't have to be next to the power plant, because this is just a switch that we are building here. This is perfect. Okay. So what do we have? We have, just give me a second, we have finally set up this for construction, this for construction. We need to finish all of these, well, constructions, and we need to finish the power hoses, electricity hoses. I am gonna assume that this is the same as the Mr. Robs's power plant that we have over here, so it will be 18 megawatts more or less, a little bit less, but I think I'm gonna go with 18 megawatt cable here connecting it to this switch. So let's go for 18 megawatt cable. So it's gonna be 18 mega. Now let's talk about the real world. I know a lot of you love when I talk about real world, especially JP. The stupidity, I'm sorry if I'm insulting anybody, I think I have extremely positive opinion about German governments, historically extremely positive opinion. Governments, but their plan, I'm not lobbyist here, but their plan to rely on renewable energy so much is gonna devastate the German person, which it's embarrassing, because one of the most developed, if not the most developed countries in the Europe, Germany, which is by almost every aspect more developed than, let's say, one neighboring country, France, which is also a developed country, has one of the highest electricity prices in the world. While France, I think it has third cheapest prices in the world, which is staggering, mind-blowing. 21st century, we came to this, that we think of something that water runs through and creates electricity, burn fossil fuels, whatever, create nuclear fission and create power. The wind spins it around. We came to having the most expensive electricities in the world. For me, it's mind-blowing that 21st century, the most developed countries in the world have the most expensive electricity. It's incredible. Not because I don't think we should have clean energy or whatever, but that we couldn't develop ourselves enough to have cheaper energy. And spending less energy, it's not the point of 21st century human. It's having more affordable electricity, energy. You move away from hydrocarbons as much as you want, move away from nuclear if you want. But if you're gonna have the most expensive electricity in the world and consider yourself the most developed country, that's an oxymoron. I'm sorry, but it is. So my opinion on the economy, electricity or power economy of some of the countries in the world is just mind-blowing. And even the people accepting this as the norm is mind-blowing. That something like this can happen in 21st century in developed world, that people will just accept things that they are as they are, like this. No. I mean, if nuclear is the solution, fine. If the wind is solution, fine. Keep it cheaper, because we're developing. We're being humanity who develops itself, not going backwards. So, sorry, this is a little bit my real life rant about, like, Ireland is going in the same direction. They listen to this moronic thing. They closed down the peat mining fields, which is fine. Peat is absolutely disgusting thing. They shut down the peat power plants. That's something like pre-coal. It's like underground, like similar to coal, but it's gooey mass, whatever. They closed it down, and now they're reopening because they didn't find an alternative solution, because, hey, wind stopped blowing or winter came and the days are shorter. So what are we gonna do now? We're not gonna have cheaper electricity, we're gonna have more expensive. Why? Because the peat that was used to burn in those power plants, they're actually importing it from freaking Latvia. Latvia, all power to you, because you find your way in the new world. And stupidity of Irish politicians, where I actually burn other people's peat, not even their own, which peat is disgusting and it shouldn't be burned. They're actually importing and burning other people's peat just because the people will freeze to that in the 21st century in the developed countries. So welcome to the stupidity of the future. Incredible, and this is the same what we are experiencing here in this game, and not because of the green environment, but because of the stupidity of the leader that is actually failed to expand to the point where we have enough electricity. So anyway, but this is real life and this is a game. My poor people of whale tier. But anyway, so this is a little bit of real life rant that maybe I'm wrong about. Correct me if I am. I used a lot of superlatives and stuff like that, so maybe I shouldn't have, but currently this in my opinion, I will change it in time. So we have nuclear 2 here building this power plant, which is gonna be, whoa, only 1 excavator slot. That's perfect. So we're gonna build the whole system over here. He can build everything, except that he has 2 roads that are now unfinished here. I'm gonna check this in technical services. Wait. Okay, so if you're so busy, let's do it this way. What does you have to do with anything? Nuclear 1 is not doing anything? Wait. Assign construction. Okay, this one requires people. Well, let's do this. This one, nuclear 1, go for nuclear bus and resolve this. Now, this whole nuclear 1 is free, and this nuclear 1 can build. Nuclear 1 is building coal power plants. Yes, this is where I am at the moment. Right. So this is it. There we go. There we go. So, rant, is it over? Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, this is just, you know, like how I see the, you know, developed world where I lived in was, I think I was raised in developing world and live in developed world. And, but, you know, I read. All right, so that's it. I think this is our coal power plant that's going to be producing around 18 megawatts of power, which should be enough to supply this area with electricity. Again, I'm going to say again, this is a temporary solution, my ass, because I told you where I come from, we have a policy. We have a speed. The fastest speed in the universe is the one by which temporary solutions become permanent ones. So yeah, this is the fastest speed in our universe as well. So instead of switching to a better source of energy, like we did from Galask to Whale Tier, we went from coal to gas or oil, and then we took a step backwards and created another coal burning power plant and another coal burning power plant, and a nuclear power plant that doesn't work, and another coal burning power plant. This is failure on my part. Unfortunately, I think this is the only solution what we can do now, and I feel like Germany now. It's cold, gas prices are too high. Let's open up those. Let's take those power plants out of mothballs and start burning coal again. Right. Solutions. A couple of things I wanted to address as well. These bitumen burning power plants, I think I'm gonna explore a few more options and potentially even have all three of them here. So oil, fuel and bitumen right next to each other. We can then switch them on and off depending on if we have, for example, if we need to quickly burn off some fuel or bitumen if our storage is getting too high, we can just manually switch between the power plants. Like if we are overproducing oil or we need more oil for processing for whatever, I'm gonna shut off the oil power plant, we can use the next one. Stats said something insulting, of course, as always, but that I'm too lazy to not too lazy or whatever, to set up these buoys that can transport people from one side to the other. But this is exactly what I remember myself doing with Transport Tycoon Deluxe all the time with the ships, especially when they were going on the longer distances. This was exactly what needed to be done. I did not know that these then kind of keep the ships in line, that they keep them semi-equally separated from each other. Maybe, let us talk about this. Maybe it's not even a solution to put this many buoys. Maybe the solution is to have only few buoys, because then only this many buoys, because then or maybe even one buoy, because then if the ship comes here, the next one won't go the same direction because it's gonna see that this path is already taken, but will start going only after the first one is done. But no, then this would work the same way. Then the same path would work between two docks and they would be equally distanced from each other, but it doesn't work. I don't know how this in practice should work. Should I just separate them equally from each other? And how many buoys would be perfect to place here? I'm just throwing ideas around here, but I have absolutely no problem in doing this. Even when setting the line up, I think it's not a problem. I'm just not sure how many buoys we should use in this case. I can set them up like this and we'll see what, because it's gonna be a while until we get people over here to these docks. Right. What else did I want to? I wanted to check a couple. Oh, right. One of the most important things that we were supposed to change. This one has a bus parking here. Is that correct? I hear you nod yes. Even though probably you will say no, but I hear you. I can totally see you start moving your head. Yes, we're gonna use this as a bus stop for people coming to work here, because we're gonna redo. We're gonna create additional people supply to the industrial area here. We will keep the ships from Whale Tier coming in, but we will have backup. Or I don't even know which one is backup anymore. One of them is backup, one of them is going to be direct line. So we have 165 people here times 3. That's going to be 500 people required to work here. 500 people to work here. We are not planning to put them all from Murmansk. I'm thinking about 200 people from Murmansk to work over here. Problems. If we set up a bus line going from here, then through this area, will it... it's not too far. I was thinking like, oh, is that too far? No, but I'm crazy. This is not too far. Do we have buses ready? How many people are these buses for? 85. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So Murmansk coming to save our rear ends again. New line. I'm just gonna call it Cement Industries. Not really a rant, but a little bit some of my input. I'm all for mud bricks. Mud bricks or normal bricks are perfectly fine. I like them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. I noticed, and I'm thinking, actually I wanted to know what's your real life opinion about this, guys. So, air bricks. Air bricks are gravel and concrete combination. Not really too fine gravel, but gravel and concrete combination. Gravel and cement and water combination, and you shape the bricks, and they're called air bricks. They're gray ones. They have, they're heavy. They're not those flotation bricks that float in the water or something. No, maybe they are air bricks. What the hell am I talking about? Cinder blocks, probably. The gray things that are like 8 shaped, letter 8, angled letter 8. I'm not gonna find. I was like, if I was a good YouTuber, I probably would just point, like, just place a photo of it here in the middle of the screen, but I'm not. I know how to do it, but anyway, so cinder blocks. Cinder blocks is also a block. It's also a brick. It's also this thing. So I think I can call this Cement Industries, because why wouldn't we build bricks from cement and gravel? And by the way, heads up, there you go, guys. If anybody wishes to make a mod like that, it would be quite realistic, because I see it everywhere. In the Balkans, in Yugoslavia and Croatia, on the coastal areas, they usually use those. Why? Because they don't have clay pits. Not so many clay pits that usually create bricks from clay, and it literally is from coal and clay, which clay, I would assume that this game thinks that it's a non-resource that it's like everywhere, which most of the world it is everywhere. You just burn dirt and you get bricks. Well, of course, it needs to be fine. So now I even know, I'm gonna talk about it also. So I even know what is the difference between clay and other types of soil, sand, clay, and whatever is in between, I believe, or is it there? Anyway, so clay is the finest type of soil. It's so small, so fine that it actually, you know, it's recreated into the clay. It finishes the circle of evolution. Sand goes into clay. Clay, after years underground and pressure, millions of years, is created back in the rock, and then elements and geological formations push that rock out again in the form of stones, and those stones are then weathered down by wind, water, erosion, down to sand, and it goes back to clay, and you have circulation of this is the life of a sand grain. But anyway, so you can use fine gravel combined with cement and create those cinder blocks. And cinder blocks, I don't know thermal properties between which is better. Is it better clay bricks? It seems like they could be better than cinder blocks, but yeah, cinder blocks as well could be something to build houses of. Anyway, that's another real life rant, and can we put this in production? Can we do anything around here? I don't know if we set everything to be produced. I think we did. We have these roads being constructed here. We have power plant being constructed over there. So capital city construction area should be really, really busy, as you can really not see. But they should be really busy. We have this area here not doing anything. Oh, harbor area. Yes. Another thing for Mr. Stats. Yes, we need a second train, a second and third and fourth and fifth train delivering coal from this area. Delivering coal from this area into the harbor area, but this is my problem. The electricity we are not secure with electricity, and I don't know how long will take these trains to fill in, to wait until loaded, because if I don't set them to wait until loaded and we have this power problem, they will be rush hour of trains just piling up here. So this one is... Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. He's transporting only... Okay. Whew. There's, luckily for us, there's huge amounts of coal here, but this train here as well is not waiting until loaded, and is literally transporting 2.5 tons of coal to Galask. I was worried now that Galask won't have enough coal to have electricity, but we have enormous storage, so... Whew. Cuban Missile Crisis avoided, isn't it? Okay, so Galask is working fine, and I don't want to put additional train onto here until we fix this electricity issue. So what we need to do from here is have all of this coal as much as possible transported to the harbor area. Why? Because we have enormous ship on selling off our coal. I think it was even set for NATO countries, which is perfect, because we're gonna get some of those sweet dollars. Right, so this was supposed to be iron loading area and coal loading area. We have a ship that has 9,000 ton capacity. We can real quickly check this. That would be this one here. Let's have a look. He has 8,250 ton capacity. So when this ship arrives, it takes him a while to load up, but not to load up 3 times over, because it has a capacity of 3 times over filling in it capacity, the ship 3 times over it can fill it, even more than 3 times over. So what we can expect from this ship is to wait here for almost a year until it's finished. The solution is to have more trains. Sorry about this, it was a little bit of a sneeze on my part. So what the solution to this was, what the plan was to have iron delivered here. Of course, it's a challenge. It would be a really big challenge to have iron delivered from here. It would be a big challenge, not really big challenge. The problem is that these ships that we are using to transport coal are not suited for this infrastructure. Why? Because they are too big. So technically we would have one ship loading, waiting for trains. Maybe more trains would solve this issue. Maybe not, but definitely this storage facility here cannot store 3.5. It needs to store 3.5 times more coal in order to fill one ship. So what I was thinking is using this for coal as well. So we would have 2 loading facilities, or 5,200 tons of coal waiting to be loaded at any time. So that would be at least 60% of the ship, 60-70% of the ship. And then while this coal is being loaded, several trains that are actually transporting coal here will top off any additional amount of coal that one ship can take. Right. So this would be my solution to this. I understand that there's going to be opposition to this project, mainly because it would be cool to see me suffer to implement this infrastructure in order to accept this iron over here. Probably would be really cool to see me suffer, because currently, like, I see a couple of unrealistic solutions to this, like bridges over bridges and this kind of stuff, but it's just for iron transport. I don't think so. What the other solution, which is also going to be complicated, is to have this this iron to be transported to a different loading-unloading facility. It could be potentially even around here. For example, if we set up another extension of this rail line all the way here, we can have additional loading-unloading facility for iron over here. And then we can use this potentially main network to carry coal from, let's say, I don't know, maybe even over there. What is with this? This is gonna be just... This is not needed. Let's remove this just to make everything look a little bit nicer. Remove this one. So what we can do here, we can potentially do something like railroad infrastructure here, railroads, something like this. Ha! It works. I know how many people will just gonna complain about this. incredible amount. No, I will complain about this. Sorry about that. I didn't mean anything by that. But I would complain about this because it looks a little bit... Looks a little bit under the weather. Looks a little bit like I don't want to have it. Let's remove this. Let's see this one here. There we go. Oolykee's solution to the problem of iron supplies. We would have the iron supply trains running through... Come on. This is just a working title. This is not how the railroad will actually go, because I'm going to be demolishing the crap out of this railroad. So we would have something like this, going parallel to this and all the way here. This is what Oolykee's solution to iron would be. And all the way here. I am not connecting this. The reason is because this looks like crap. I need to rebuild this. I would build a small railroad construction office around here and construct this separately from everything else. Just these segments over here. So we would have this constructed without interrupting the rest of the traffic here. Since this is dedicated railroad, only using the main track from here to here, I think it's acceptable. And I think I should redesign the whole railroad network for the future. As I unpause this, you can see how slow this is going. This is because, yeah, intersections. Intersections are the things that are causing the most problem with any supply that you have. Okay, that being said, I think we had a supply issue of some sort. I think we wanted to supply some... Yes, in the future we're gonna have coal... What the hell is this? We're gonna have coal supplies in the future. Didn't I tell these guys... Did they build new locomotives? Because these guys, I'm pretty sure I told them to go... Ah, right. We did move this, but... it didn't actually move because we didn't have enough space. So we have this locomotive now going to the storage area there. And I definitely need to build a storage area around here somewhere. It would be ideal it was parallel to this. Ooh, can I? Let's see this. No, that's not an option. I was thinking of building the, what's it called? The storage facility. Where are the storages now? Cargo and storage. Here we go. This is general cargo. Perfect. Then we need, is it container or is it open storage? No, we need vehicle storage, right? That would be space for vehicles, large, this one. But this one doesn't have, at least not on this side, any industrial connection, but doesn't matter. I don't even want to build this. We need storage area for our trains somewhere. Ideally would be somewhere around here close to this, but I don't think we have enough space to build this. So we would need... well, actually, this mud road here is kind of not necessary. Firefighting purposes, but I can connect it here so we can have train storage. Let's play with this idea here. So train storage area, remove this one. And by the way, if you're still here after my rant, what I said previously, I have absolutely no problems with people living in the countries that I criticize. It's just the mentality of the people who are keeping power in those countries, and like, how is this a solution for the future? You know, like literally you just have perfect example what's happening now with within the world with energy prices, and seeing that combination of renewable and gas is absolutely bad. You're still continuing with the same thing. So it makes little sense to me, but it's fine. It's not up to me. It's like each one of the people deserve the government they have. This is what I think. Each one of the people deserve the governments that they have because they voted or didn't vote them in. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit challenging, right? Sure. I'm up for a challenge. Let's just cancel this and see if I can have our ultimate train storage in this area. The problem with here will be, will I be able to build... Ooh, this even looks like something. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. We need only one. Only one is enough. Too sharp of a turn. Too sharp. You're too sharp turn. Bastard. Sure. A classic Oolykee. Classic. This is how it's supposed to look. Well, actually, those turnarounds are... Well, it's definitely better than it was before. So, can we do it with this left one here? Maybe... And then connect this one to everything. So, everything being this one. All right. I think this is as sharp as it gets. Yeah. Can we go a little bit sharper? No. This is not gonna float. Just throw shit around and see what sticks. Okay, let's try one more time from this side. Can we? Because this is probably the last thing we can do. I mean, like the furthest back. These guys are saying no, but we can also give them a little bit more of a no. No. Again, back. How far can we get in this direction? Too much. Yeah, it's a little bit of an angle here. What about if I go all the way here? Really? This is even unquestionable. I think we can do this. I think the railroad kind of has a tendency to agree to disagree. Because this... Oh, okay, I kind of expected this to work. Let's see this. Is it really that bad? I know that you can manipulate the bend. Look at this. This looks like it should fit together, but if you try to put it here, it kind of shows you that it doesn't. You can manipulate the railroad. If you need a tighter turn, it's not a problem. You just, look, I'm gonna show you a trick here. You can see how it doesn't like it here. Well, actually, this one doesn't even look like it can fit in here. But let's see here, see. Actually, you need to build it the other way around. You build a big circle first. So let's try this. You build a big circle first. Let's remove everything. Big circle being this one. And then from here we know how far we can go. We can only go this far. And then you can build smaller and smaller circle here. How small do you want it? You choose. And now it's gonna fit. So this is just creating a tighter circle than the game would allow you because of the snapping. So you're just extorting the snapping option, and now you can do whatever you want. So technically this has been, voila, it's being constructed. And remember how, oh, I was smart enough not to remove these. Right, you know what, I would like to know what you guys think about this. Wow, this will work. Sure, why the hell not? And then we need from this side. Oh, the fun. Sure. Whoa. Get back to where you want. Right. Joe was a man. Okay, looks legit. What about this one? I can actually do this one however I want. Because... yeah, spaghetti time. I don't know. Do you think, guys, I should build it here or not? There's an option for you. I showed you how you can do it. I will cancel it. Do we do this properly, or do we utilize our space as much as we can? I think this is a perfect location for our train depot. First of all, because the only one we have is on the other side of the bay. Having something like this here, I think it looks cool. It's not gonna see a lot of traffic here. Potentially, like the public transport. Oh, look at this one here. This is construction office. Perfect. How was the fill percentage? 136. We never had issues with that. Never, ever. Freak off. This one and this one, and they should finish the rest of this. This is public transport system, so this shouldn't see any traffic. Next to any traffic, these lines. So having additional intersection here, it's not gonna be a problem. So I think this is next to perfect location for this. Spaghetti, I don't mind spaghetti. I think most of the industrial areas in the world, they look like spaghettis. Right, sorry about that. And my solution to this is just build a spaghetti. This is just a storage. This is not supposed to be anything else. So like I said, build a big circle and then smaller and smaller. And then you just choose wherever the hell you want it to connect, wherever it can be connected. It doesn't really matter. You can come from here and then connect it, look at this, to all of them. You can actually build whatever you want. The other side is going to be a little bit trickier. Maybe, maybe not. What the hell is this? This looks actually quite better. Quite better. It looks quite better. And then spaghetti number 4. So all of these are connected to the same track, and we can just like we can play with this. Sure, why the hell not? It doesn't look bad. Doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look as bad as Oolykee used to make them. So we would have additional connection like this. I don't know. What do you think about this? Spaghetti, I think all in. And then just to buy your... This is how I do it. I wouldn't be a bad dictator. You know what I would do? I would build something like this. And then I would say, you know what, guys? What do you think about this? Oh, no, but it's spaghetti. And look at this. It looks a little bit nice around here. It's round and all that stuff. And I'm like, how do we fix this? Not how do we fix this, how do I sell this to you as a viewer? How do I sell this? Interesting. Let's see what Oolykee can do to sell this to you. So if I go to something like, let's say, monuments, and then go for something like this, something like this. Do we have a bigger one? No, these look a little bit on a small side. Do we have a big star? There we go. This is much bigger. Roundabout with Lenin. No. I have better. I can do so much better. Look at this. Look at the Oolykee now. If we do this red star... No. Actually, you know what? Yeah. This needs to be here. And then, how do I sell it to you all the way? All in. So, I'm gonna tell you this. This is going to be... Darn it. Where's my mod? I need a proper mod here. Here we go. This is going to be Josef Vissarionovich Stalin train storage facility. Now, tell me that this is not a perfect idea, and let me see the coward that's gonna reject this. Both name and the construction and the design and all of that. Sold. We're gonna have trains going for their first journeys, going around a big star, and you know what? Even better. I can do even better, probably, if I go for mods, and again, I go for monuments, and where is Stalin? I can have Joseph saluting our trains as they leave for their... eternal journey, not eternal journey, into the service of the country. So when you leave the capital city, Uncle Joe is waiting for you there and waving you, wishing you good luck and safe trip. Now, come on, tell me that that's not true. Of course, I won't boot both of the monuments, but one of them definitely needs to be. Come on, if this doesn't sell it, I don't know. Then I need to rethink my strategy. But anyway, I connected these 3 just because of the effect. I connected to all sides just because we can send trains in any direction. Of course, we're going to have some semaphores separating, but this is not going to be used a lot. This is just storage. What do you think, guys? Should we have this storage here or not? Anyway, that's it. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it if you like the video. So, or like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, oh, right, I hope you enjoyed this one. You have the description of the video. Guys, have a nice Tuesday and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.